when I became a mom, I feel like I woke up.
How has your parenting style changed now that they're, like later toddler years, I guess, or your daughter's later toddler years?
Yeah. Well, my kids are literally only a year older than yours. For me, I think with my second, I'm definitely more relaxed.
Yeah.
In general. With my daughter, everything was so heightened, and I really didn't know what I was doing as a new mom. And I also felt like there's a lot of things that people keep a secret because they're ashamed or whatever it is. And I really had no idea. But with my second, it really kind of was like, okay, I'm never going to have like a total grasp on it because parenthood is so, as you know, all over the place, and you got to roll with it. But it's better. It's so much better. And I love it. I mean, it's the best. It's the best. I say all the time that like when I became a mom, I feel like I woke up.
No, I totally agree with you. And I always say, like, I wish I had the confidence that I had with my second, with my first, just so you can enjoy that newborn stage a little bit more. Because I always look back at it, I'm like, that was such a hard time getting through that first round. But it is so much fun. What would you say is probably like the best, most challenging thing about motherhood right now for you?
For me, it's definitely the work-life balance is tough. Because that you want to be home with your kids. And then when you're with your kids, you're like, I should be working. And that kind of, the mom guilt is still an issue, especially like I'm about to go and direct the show for Netflix. And I know that my hours are going to be really, really long. Because when I was when my daughter was born, I was back to work within 6 weeks on Orange. And then I was directing by the time she was 4 months old. And I know that when I'm directing, my hours are a lot longer. So knowing that I have another my next job is a directing job, that is going to be something that it's going to be an evolution. I really have to, the balance of work life and mom life. Parents have been dealing with it for a very, very long time. I'm sure, you deal with it as well. But that kind of balance is definitely, it's hard. It's hard, but you figure it out, and we have a really great family dynamic, thank goodness. So we'll figure it out. But that's probably the toughest thing is, being away from them when I'm at work.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It is. It's so hard. The guilt is just overwhelming sometimes. But how do you and Ben kind of divvy up the parenting roles? Like, who's the good cop? Who's the bad cop?
I think it kind of just depends. I mean, it totally depends on the situation, but all the decisions we make are as a family. And, we're very sensitive with, in terms of social media with our children. And anytime anything is being shown with the kids, it's always a discussion that he and I have together. And again, no judgment. We're all doing the best we can, but just for us, it's always a family decision. And also when one of us is at work, we're very in communication about how we're going to figure this out at the home life.
Right. No, and I totally respect that, because I know that you said privacy is important. I think we spoke at the beginning of the pandemic, way back when, and said like even revealing your son's name was something that it was a big discussion in your house, and you kind of wanted to just keep that to your inner circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're so fortunate to do what we do, but there is, again, it's the balance of public life versus private life, and we are private about our personal lives. But I feel like we're managing the juggle, and I mean, we're just doing the best we can as working parents. It'll get easier. I'm told it'll get easier as the kids get older.
That's what people keep saying.